Do you still find yourself scrolling through 10-minute belly fat blast or get a six-pack in 7 days videos? Let's be real. Those videos are the junk food of the fitness world. They taste good for a second, but they leave you empty and frustrated. You're doing the crunches until your neck hurts. And you're rubbing on those miracle gels like you're trying to summon a genie from a lamp. But the only thing that's disappearing is your hope. That's because you've been sold a fantasy spot. Reduction is a myth. If doing sit-ups actually burned belly fat, I'd be a Greek god by now, instead of looking like a high-visibility lemon. At this point, because I'm here to tell you the punchline you don't want to hear. Your body doesn't take requests. You can't tell your metabolism to focus on the love handles, but leave the glutes alone. Fat loss is a systemic eviction. Everyone has to move out eventually, but your body has a very specific last in, last out policy. Think of it like draining a swimming pool. You can't just lower the water level in the deep end while keeping the shallow end full. It's physics. Or better yet, think of the paper towel effect. When you take one sheet off a brand new roll of paper towels, the roll looks exactly the same size. You take off 10, 20, 30 sheets, it still looks huge, but suddenly you hit a tipping point, and every sheet you remove makes the roll look significantly smaller. Fat loss is exactly like that. Your problem areas are the cardboard tube at the center. You have to burn through all the other layers first, before the world sees the core. Why is the fat always on the belly for guys and the hips for ladies? Because evolution is a troll. Back in the day, that fat was a survival kit. It protected your organs and kept you alive through the winter. Evolution wants you to survive. It doesn't care about your beach photos or your Tinder profile. Guys, you've reached the evolutionary peak, known as the dad bod. Ladies, those hips are your body's way of saying, I'm ready for anything. And then there is face fat, the biological billboard. It's the first place that puffs up when you have a weekend of beer and pizza, telling the whole world exactly how much fun you had. Most people quit right when the paper towel effect is about to kick in. They look in the mirror after 3 weeks and say, my face looks gaunt, my arms are smaller, but my gut is still here. This isn't working. No, it's working perfectly. You're just in the awkward phase. This is the part where you look like a tired version of your old self, before you look like the new version of yourself. This is where the mental battle is won or lost. If you quit now, you're just a smaller, more tired version of the person you started as. If you keep going, the belly fat is forced to surrender. It has nowhere else to go. So, what's the move? Stop looking for a hack. You need a calorie deficit. That's the boring engine that drives the car. You have to eat less than you burn. Period. No detox tea can outrun a bad diet, but you also need strength training. Why? Because building muscle is like renovating the house while the trash is being hauled away. If you don't build muscle, when the fat finally leaves, the house is empty. If you train, you reveal a masterpiece. I don't have a magic pill. If I did, I'd be recording this from a yacht instead of wearing this neon suit. But I do have a map. The calisthenics playbook isn't a get thin quick scheme. It's a guide to building real functional power. It'll teach you to master moves like the one-arm push-up, moves that force your body to adapt and grow. By the time you've burned through enough paper towels to see your abs, you'll have a physique that actually backs up the look. Stop throwing in the towel at the finish line. The fat is ready to move out. You just have to stay at the party until the lights come on. Let's get to work.